and your water spray, okay? Just for in case you need to go through, wet it back down. It's important that you keep it wet right the way through so you can get even tension on the haircut. And it's really, really important throughout your one length cut that your sectioning is neat, tidy and accurate. Can anyone remember anything about the one length cut when we did it at the beginning of your course before your lessons were postponed?
You have to stay completely straight, you can't like go round with the...
Yeah, no, we're going to stay completely straight right the way through.
Got to make sure you comb it back.
Comb it back, yeah. So where's our first section going to be with this haircut?
You do the hot cross bun again and then it's the bottom.
Yeah. So hot cross bun first, we're going from the nose right the way through the middle. And how are we going to hold the scissors, guys? Can you remember?
Thumb and your 1, 2.
So third finger, the one next to your pinky, and your thumb. So your finger rest is for your little tiny finger on the end. Okay? And you'll mostly just move your thumb. Make sure the hair's well combed through as well, guys. The reason we section just behind the ear as well is it just makes it a little bit more manageable for you. Remembering your sectioning tips that we've gone through when you're in blow drying, using the edge of your comb as your guide. So that wants to stay right out of your way. Again, the same on this side, down towards just behind the ear there. And just clip that forward and out of the way. You want these nice and tight just so that it doesn't come back and into your section and you end up bringing it back and into that. We're then going to come just down the middle here in time for our first section. And our sections are going to come down ever so slightly towards the sides. If you feel that you need a cutting stool, that's absolutely fine. Just grab one, but you do need to make sure you're stationary in one spot. For our section, we're going to start off about an inch in and coming down ever so slightly. And again, on the other side, you want to make sure that it's even as you come across. So just stand back and have a look. Your sections need to be of a good size, appropriate to the thickness of the hair. If your client's got really thick hair, you might want to take smaller sections in order to see your guideline. Remember, your guideline is the line you've previously cut and the line you're following to ensure that your cut's even throughout. So I don't know if you want to start coming in and over me now, because I need to sit directly behind to be able to get that straight line and to get a good balance. Okay. So I'm sitting directly behind my client. As regards to holding your comb, what you need to do, finger in front, thumb comes out of the scissors. You don't want to be trying to cut with your scissors open, so take your thumb out and you can hold your comb with that hand as well. So comb in the hair, with your comb and scissor in the same hand. You're going to make your section. You're going to tip the head ever so slightly forward to stop us getting any graduation in our cut. Graduation is where the bottom layer sits longer than the top layer. So we're coming in, we're going to make our first section. The sections either side, we're just going to comb out of the way so we can just focus on that one section. We're going to come down, we're going to comb this as if we're combing it straight onto the client's back. So our fingers would be touching our client's back. We're going to follow our hand down, we're going to cut off 2 centimetres and we're going to swap our comb over into our hand that we're using as our guide. So that's my first section cut. I can then come away. To find my guide, I need to take part of this section and part of my next section to follow that across. So again, coming down, following my comb. I'm not just combing it once. I'm going to make sure I comb it a couple of times, bringing that down. Stopping where I can see my guide, and then following from my guide across. And again, exactly the same as you're working across your sections. What's going to happen if you start coming around like this? Get shorter towards the sides. If you see, if I'm coming down towards the side here, even though that's been cut straight there, if I come to the side, I get a corner.